Welcome all, this is the Caribbean Pirate. We are at it again. I am late, I know. Phrolova's trailer came out a good couple hours ago. Came in Nicholas and a good whole of a day. And I am late to this one because I could not get things together in time to do this, so we're doing it now. So we'll be looking at her combat showcase trailer, and then we'll go into her kit and see what she has for us to offer. So without further ado, let's get to it. Beautiful. The 2D, the birth, Akare.
This dream hereafter shall rise no more.
That's beautiful.
Thus you fall. We wither together. Be erased. Preparatory bids begin.
She is different. But Akare helping her fight.
Plans.
And she's a rectifier. Spider, oh, the resonance configuration.
Songs of old.
Oh, coordinated attacks. Oh, wow, this is pretty good. That is pretty good.
Death is near. Death is far.
Hmm.
Only in an eternity freed from both life and death can that boundary dissolve. And then, sunsets will be no more. Only when we awaken will true daybreak come.
Wow, you have got to hand it to this one. They are hitting things out the water every single time. That one was good. Granted, I think it's because she's a member of the Fraxidus is the reason why we only got a how would you call it? Oh gosh, her combat showcase. And she didn't get the normal one, how we would get like the preview video beforehand. So it's kind of like we get the story before we even get the combat showcase. She's just straight combat showcase. So I'm guessing is that they're keeping her story hidden from us until we play the patch and then we actually get into her story. Not like the other characters before, where we kind of got part of their story beforehand coming into what, because you already knew the characters at that point. Sure, Phrolova has been in the game since in the early patches, but we haven't gotten her story per se. But now we're actually moving on to going into her story now. So let's just take a look at the profile reveal for Phrolova as it's on the Crow Games website, and we'll see what she's about, what she's like, and see what are our reactions to this afterwards. Let's go. So as we start off here, we begin with the profile reveal for Symphony of Beyond Phrolova. As Phrolova is a Fraxidus overseer walking the fine line between life and death, an uncanny, deadly conductor. A silent wave of her baton is enough to attune the very frequencies of being and conduct the symphonies of souls. The music of hers can script a better world, or, just as easily, summon a legion to wreak havoc. But if we remember correctly, she was the one that was controlling the Tiebreaker. Who we saw when he had the red spider lily on its tail, which was her signature, in a sense that was controlling the tiebreaker. They also placed her lilies in some of the echoes in Raguna City itself, If you remember that storyline with Carlotta, which we made that journey with and we found out what they were doing. So she has been basically in the background conducting her will. If you hear dogs in the background, I'm sorry, I can't stop it. Um, so we go on to her. So we go on to her clip. We say, "Do not fear the foxes overseer. Settle your mind, quiet the clamor of thought. Only then can you stay and truly appreciate the perfect melody echoing through the lycrosis sea and the true paradise that is soon to arrive." What a story to tell of Phrolova. Look at her. She's beautiful. I mean, I always want to know what was behind if she had something with her eye in her. She does have that eye, but if you remember in the trailer, when she used her liberation, she takes off the bandage and then we see like a tear like blood, some falls from her eyes. So I don't know that. We probably might understand that, but then her story coming along, so that should be fine. She is a Havoc user. We kind of guessed that because Hakari is already in the game, and when you find out she's already a Havoc base, already we believe that she's going to have a rectifier weapon, which is interesting that she's a well, technically, she uses a wand. So, not a wand, but a conductor stick. If you want to call it a wand, conductor stick, whichever they want to call it, that's it. But she is a rectifier, so that means she's going to be using rectifier materials, such as the Polar 1 core and the Lento Helix. So, I hope you did some pre-farming for those because in game we had the double event on those tacit fields to get those materials. So if you didn't, especially the lentil helix ones, if you did not farm up your lentil helix, yeah, you're gonna need some help. And husky materials needs the netherworld steer, which is again that's the Hakali's weekly boss drop. So you can see what you can do with that one. That's a weekly one, so you can only get so many at a time for that one. And her essential materials involves the polygon core, those you can form you get easily. The afterlife, that's a flaw within Septimont, I believe. I think it's in Septimont, or it might be actually a flaw within the new region that she's gonna be in. I would more likely believe it's going to be within the new region. Because two things here are things I'm guessing we're not going to have in game at the point in time of recording to pre-farm. That is the truth in lies and the afterlife, if I'm correct. The afterlife, I'm sure, will be a flaw within the new area we'll be getting in the next update patch. And then truth and lies, I am sure that's going to be the boss drop for the new boss that's going to be coming into the game. And I know there's going to be a new boss in the game because we have our old friend coming back. Yes, the head of the church is coming. So let's see what he's gonna do. This is gonna be a fight. I'm sure it's gonna be pretty interesting. Let's see her combat rolls. The combat roll, she's a main damage dealer, so that means she is main DPS. Resonant skill damage is that's her forte. So that means getting subs. So getting substats of resonant skill damage on for her echoes will be a very interesting one to get. She's also has havoc damage amplification, and she has heavy attack damage amplification. So we'll see exactly how that works out with her. Her forte is the Symphony of Beyond. Let's see exactly how these go. This is her normal attack. Let's see how it goes. This goes just like a normal. One, two, three. Oh, she gets the chains. She got them chains. We have the movement of life and death, which is a basic attack. It deals havoc damage. A heavy attack that deals havoc damage. She has an enhanced heavy attack. When the 40 gauge is full, enhanced heavy attack becomes available, dealing massive havoc damage, considered resonant skill damage. So you can see why, in a sense, if you get resonant skill substats on her, it also affects this skill. After sound increases the damage multiplier of this instance of damage. Casting this skill is considered as casting echo skill. This skill cannot be cast repeatedly within an interval. So basically, enhanced heavy attack is going to be counted as an echo skill. Who on the roster so far, all their attacks um can be taken on as being an echo skill? Cantarella. So we already see the matchup with these two already. She has a mid-air attack that deals havoc damage, so damage she can fight in the air someone. She has a dodge counter that deals havoc damage. Her resonant skill now. Whispers in a fleeting dream, it deals havoc damage. And I think she's one of the first ones we get where when they do the resonant skill, you actually see their forte show up, which is pretty sweet to see though. It looks pretty sweet. Then we go on to her resonance liberation. On this one, when I saw this, I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. She actually activates her resonance liberation. She can fight with Hekari as we're about to see it. You see it? And then she comes in with Hekari, and then Hekari just starts going ham. Hekari just starts attacking like crazy, and then you can actually bring in your next resonator to fight, and Hekari fights alongside with them. That is pretty good coordinated. That's an interesting way of doing a coordinated attack, though. Casting Enhanced Heavy Attack unlocks the Resonance Liberation. So that means in order for us to get her Resonance Liberation, we have to do her Heavy Attack, her Enhanced Heavy Attack, that is. Casting Resonance Liberation enters Enhanced State. What does the Enhanced State do? When Phrolova is the active resonator, she can command Hekari to cast Basic Attack Hekari. Every 2 times Hekari casts Basic Attack Hekari, the next Basic Attack Hekari is replaced with Enhanced Attack Hekari. When Phrolova is not the active resonator, Hekari automatically casts Basic Attack Hekari. When resonators in the team cast Echo skills, Hekari casts Enhanced Attack Hekari. Switching back to Phrolova ends the Enhanced state. So as you can see within her kit, when resonators in the team cast Echo skills, again, Counterella comes to mind. Her coordinated attacks, every one of them is considered an Echo skill. So 2 of them are basically going to match up together. Hekari. Basic attack Hekari deal havoc damage considered Echo skill damage. Enhanced attack Hekari deal havoc damage considered Echo skill damage. When Phrolova is not the active resonator, casting the skill grants Afterstone. That's a one gotta figure what Afterstone is, and that will come later, I'm sure. This is her forte circuit. Rhapsody of a New World. Basic Attack 3 and Resonance Skill can be chained into Enhanced Basic Attack or Enhanced Resonance Skill, dealing havoc damage considered Resonance Skill damage. Like so, you see, she's focused on Echo Skill and Resonance Skill damage. Casting Basic Attack 3 or Enhanced Basic Attack grants 40 gauge red. Casting Resonance Skill and Enhanced Resonance Skill grants 40 gauge purple. In Enhanced state, Enhanced Attack Hekari gains different buffs based on the color of the current 40 gauge. 40 gauge red, Enhanced Attack Hekari stagnates the targets. 40 gauge purple, Enhanced Attack Hekari pulls the targets in. 40 gauge combined, Enhanced Hekari stagnates and pulls the targets in. So her 40 gauge alone has 3 versions in it. So this is exactly how crazy she's going to be. You have to be able to get to switch between, well, no. If you do Basic Attack 3 and Enhanced Basic Attack, you get 40 gauge red. Then you have Resonant Skill and Enhanced Resonant Skill grants 40 gauge purple. So if you go through her kit properly, you should be able to get the 40 gauge combined and bring the two. So you basically stagnate and pull the targets in. So which means you're doing an AoE and also hitting them for damage at the same time, which is pretty good though. That's a pretty sweet way to go. Then we have her intro skill, which is Suite of Cretus, deals havoc damage, can be followed by basic attack 3. So she basically goes straight to basic attack 3 one time from her intro skill. In the enhanced state, the next intro skill is replaced with enhanced intro skill, dealing. Oh, once she's in the enhanced state before she comes in intro skill, it turns into an enhanced intro skill. The havoc damage considered resonant skill damage. Enhanced intro skill can be followed by basic attack 3. Okay, that's gonna be pretty good. Ultra skill is Unfinished Piece. The incoming resonator gains havoc damage amplification and heavy attack damage amplification. Okay, this effect ends early if they are switched out. Yes, that's true. If Phrolova is in the enhanced state when she casts the skill, Hekari casts additional enhanced attacks. Hekari. So that means if she outros at the point in time and she's in the enhanced state, that's why we saw Hekari continue doing the enhanced attack because she just keeps on fighting. Now, the combat guy casting Echo skill of resonators in the team deals massive resonance skill damage and Echo skill damage. Different chain skills grant different types of forte gauge, enabling various movesets during the enhanced state. Ultra skill amplifies the next incoming resonators havoc damage and heavy attack damage. Casting basic attack damage 3 and resonance skill enables a follow-up with enhanced basic attack or enhanced resonance skill and gains different types of forte gauge. Obtain 6 pieces of forte gauge to enhance heavy attack, dealing massive damage and unlocking resonance liberation. After casting resonance liberation, Phrolova performs forte gauge in turn and grants different buffs to Hecate. In the enhanced state where the active resonator casts Echo Still, Hecate unleashes a powerful attack. So we see she is basically between resonance skill damage and echo skill. And the thing is, I can see why putting Cantarella with her works so perfectly. Because once you do her you go through her kit, you bring on Cantarella. Cantarella, then everything for Cantarella is kind of registered as an echo skill. Her, her resonance liberation, her coordinated attacks registers echo skills. And that I'm sure will feed into Phrolova. Because Phrolova also tacks on from echo skills as well. It's resonance because it's gonna be a lot. This is her normal skills. Perform 3 consecutive attacks with havoc damage. She has a heavy damage attack. Scarlet Coda. Phrolova enters the composed state every 25 seconds. When the following 3 conditions are met, heavy attack is replaced with secret coda. Has 6 volatile nodes in the composed state, not in the resolving chord state. Scarlet Coda consumes stamina to deal havoc damage, stagnating and pulling in nearby targets. This instance of damage is considered resonant skill damage. Each attack of Aftersound additionally increases the damage multiplier of this instance of damage. Casting this skill is considered as casting Echo skill. Casting this skill sends composed state into cooldown and activates the resolving chord state. Immediate attack is normal, dodge counter is normal, except that once you do pressing normal attack after casting this skill, cast basic attack stage 3. So basically you go straight into stage 3 for basic attack one time. Resonant skill, attack the target deal havoc damage. This will send Phrolova into reincarnate state, this one. For resonance and walls, the Forsaken Depths. For Phrolova's max resonance energy is 0. What? I like how they put that. Max resonance energy is 0. Walls of Forsaken Depths does not consume resonance energy. Oh, okay. I didn't know. This is interesting. When in the resolving chord state, Walls of Forsaken Depths becomes available. Yes, casting this skill ends the resolving chord state, and Phrolova enters the Maestro state for 24 seconds. Maestro state, gain 120% attack energy. Good God, that's a lot. Phrolova floats in the air and commands Hecate to fight. Hecate will share Phrolova's stats and statuses, and damage dealt by Hecate will be considered coming from Phrolova. Hecate's attacks will not remove the target's hazy dream state. During this period, Phrolova plays the volatile notes in order. Each volatile note holds for 4 seconds. If Phrolova is the active resonator on the field, she can give the following cues to Hecate. Any damage taken by Hecate in this state affects Phrolova as well. Q. Basic attack. Press normal attack to command Hecate to cast basic attack. Hecate when Phrolova is the active resonator on the field. For every 2 times Hecate casts basic attack, Hecate. The next basic attack Hecate is replaced with enhanced attack. There is a lot of times when I'm going to be saying basic attack Hecate and enhanced basic attack Hecate. I realize that everything. Okay, let's make a long story short with all of this. The entire thing is going to be between her basic attack and being resisted as an echo seal with Hecate when Hecate comes out. Oh man, that's a lot. You guys Q the basic attack, then Q the dodge, press dodge to command Hecate to dodge an attack. Hecate takes no damage from it, successfully dodge. Q, reset, press jump to reset Hecate's position. Curtain call, press resonance liberation to command Hecate to cast curtain call. Hecate and end the Maestro state. When Phrolova is not the active resonator, Hecate takes no damage and automatically casts basic attack Hecate to attack the target. When resonators in the team cast Echo Skill, Hecate casts Enhanced Attack to attack the target. This effect can be triggered up to 10 times in total during Phrolova mistress state. Echoes of the same name can trigger this effect one time. Okay, this should be interesting. Switching back to Phrolova ends mistress state, ending mistress state removes all volatile nodes. So you can stay with her on the field, or and this is interesting because I'm thinking about it this time. You can fight with her. If Phrolova is on the field with Hakari, she takes damage. If you switch off of her and you go to say like someone like Cantarella, Phrolova takes no damage. And the thing about it is you could kind of control what attacks Hakari does as an off-field damage according to what you do. So pretty interesting to see how that combination is going to work out. And then we see basic for all stuff Akali's attack. Basic attack Akali perform up to 2 consecutive attacks. That's considered echo skill damage. It is an echo. When Phrolova plays volatile node strings, Hakari casts enhanced attack. Strings when casting an enhanced attack deals havoc damage and stagnates them. Considered an echo skill. Hakari wins. It's the enhanced. She casts enhanced attack, dealing havoc damage, pulling targets in. It's also considered echo skill damage. Hakari Cadenza. Hakari casts enhanced attack. Cadenza, dealing havoc damage, stagnating, and pulling targets in. This cadenza is basically when you put Hekari strings and Hekari wins together. Curtain Call Hekari can be cast 5 ways, stagnating the targets and dealing havoc damage. When Phrolova is the active resonator on the field, ends the Maestro state. When Phrolova is in the Maestro state, switch to Phrolova without casting intro skill. When Phrolova is not the active resonator and the Maestro ends, switch to Phrolova without casting intro skill. When Phrolova is in the Maestro state, press Resonance Liberation. When Phrolova is in the Resolving Chord state, hold Resonance Liberation. When the Resolving Chord state, casting Curtain Call removes all volatile notes and ends the Resolving Chord state. It's a lot. It has a lot to it. For this circuit, there's basic attack moves. When in reincarnate, press normal attack on the ground to cast movement of fatal finality, which stagnates the target. So she can do stagnating the target normally and with a cardio at the same point in time. And it is considered resonance skill damage also. Also ends reincarnate afterward. Resonance skill, moments in a haunting tree. When in reincarnate, press resonance skill on the ground to cast moments in a haunting tree, dealing havoc damage, which is considered as in skill damage and ending reincarnate afterwards. Phrolova can hold up to 24 stacks of aftersong. When Phrolova is not the active resonator, casting enhanced attack Hekari strings, enhanced attack Hekari wins, and enhanced attack Hekari cadenza grants 1 stack of aftersong. When Phrolova is out of combat, all stacks of aftersong are removed every 30 seconds. Volatile node. Phrolova can hold up to 6 volatile nodes. When 6 volatile nodes reach the max number, gaining new volatile nodes moves all the volatile nodes 1 slot to the left, and the leftmost volatile node strings and volatile node wins will be removed. Hitting a target with basic attack 3 and movement of fatal finality grants 1 volatile node strings. Okay. Hitting a target with resonance skill grants 1 volatile node. When inherent skill accidental is activated, casting Suite of Critias, Suite of Immortality, or skill grants 1 volatile node. Cadenza. It has so much inward workings in it to really understand it. It's a lot. It is a lot. And you have her intro skill, which is normal. Suite of Immortality. In the Misha said, the next Suite of Critias is replaced with Suite of Immortality. This repair is cancelled, put and call is cast while in the state. Suite of Immortality deals havoc damage, is considered as skill damage and stagnates the enemy, which is normal. Casting normal attack after casting a skill to cast attack 3. Okay. Ultra skill, the income resonate is 20% havoc damage amplification, 25% heavy attack damage amplification, 14 seconds. Should she boost heavy attack and havoc damage. I don't think we have anyone that does heavy attack damage mean in the havocs. I don't think so. At least I don't believe so. But Phrolova is the maestro. When she casts a skill, Hecate additionally casts enhanced attack Hecate 2 times when Phrolova is switched off the field while in the same maestro state duration. The inherent skill accidental, casting echo skill grants increased resistance to interrupt. Oh wow! And reduces damage taken by 30% for 15 seconds. This is where the money is right here, ladies and gentlemen. After casting Suite of Quitters, Suite of Mortality, and Echo Skill, the next Volatile node becomes Volatile Node Condenser. Wow. Last but not least, her insert skill Octet. Obtain 10 stacks of Afterstone upon entering the battle. This effect cannot be triggered again within 4 seconds after exiting the combat state. Every 1 stack of Afterstone, crit damage is increased by 2.5%. When Afterstone reaches the max, each new stack of Afterstone increases followers' crit damage by 1% up to 100. You could gain. Hold up. Hold up. So that means all those crazy people who can manage to build their character could build her to have over 300 crit. If they play her right, she can have technically 400 plus crit damage if built right. I do not want to see the damage numbers that some people are going to be able. I'm afraid to see what her S6 is going to look like. Or Resonance 6. Oh my goodness, the damage output of this is going to be stupid. I am sure of it. Her damage output is going to be stupid if somebody actually pulls this off properly. They are going to literally do it well. But as again, trailer, amazingly done as always. Crew has always done well. Granted, this time we only have one trailer this time, the combat showcase, because I'm guessing they're keeping all the nice juicy tidbit secrets with her within storyline for us to actually unfold and follow the line and see exactly where everything is going. So we wait until the patch drops. This is the Korean Pirate. And as always, you can always find me on Twitch, on Kick, and here on YouTube. So if you can like and subscribe if you like the video. And always, then follow me on Twitch, follow me on Kick. I try to stream Mondays to Fridays from 8:30 to about 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as I'm in the Caribbean. And this is the Korean Pirate, sailing off.